Hello. So today I am working on a scavenger hunt page. This is the Scavenger Hunt 2025 put on by Janet M. Young, and she does this every year. And there's a sheet that if you go to her YouTube channel, there's a sheet there that you can download and play along. She started this in January, and we have until April 7th to finish. So far I'm down to 65, and there are 100 prompts. However, you only need to do 90 of them. And I've been plugging along, and eventually I will share my journal, my hunt that I did. But for today, I am working on prompt number 75, which is neurographic art. Now, I didn't know what neurographic art was, so I have seen her do it on her channel, but I did look it up, and I found a very basic technique that Allison Hazel Art here on YouTube did. I'll put her channel link below, and it's very easy. It was easy enough for me to understand. So I decided I was going to go ahead and do this online on my channel. So the very first thing she talks about, the 3 basic steps, is that there's three lines, and they will intersect at some points. And so the very first one she mentions is to go from the left top to the right, actually. So because her page was more horizontal, mine's in circle. I'm just going to work with what she mentioned. So I'm going to go from left to right, and then she says from top to bottom. And then she says to go from the top left. Well, in this case, I'm going to go from more the right, because the way my page is, and to the bottom. Now, somewhere along there, you'll notice there is a wonky looking triangle. It could be this one, it could be this one even, but I think I'm going to use this one as my triangle right here. Now, she also mentioned that you have intersections or nodes, and I've actually got 3 of them. I got more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually have 4 of them. Now, how many spaces do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 sections. Now, the reason why she only did 3 intersections is because then she had 7 on her page. So 7 colors, and that's what I've got here. I have 7 colors, but I actually have white and black as well. So I like that idea, but it didn't come out that way. So I'm going to try this again and see what happens. So I'm going to bring another page out, and I'm going to try it again. All right, so here we go. So she said from the top to the bottom. So I'm going to do more of this. Actually, one the top of the bottom, but actually it'll all work out. From here, and then from the far top. So now, do I have 7 sections? Do I have 3 sections? 1, 2, 3. There are my 3 intersections. And then I should have 7 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which coincides with the colors that I chose. So with the 3 intersections, she talks about making soft curves. So I'm going to see what I can do about making a soft curve. See, mine don't look so soft. So how do I get that? Do I make the line? a little thicker. Maybe my Sharpie bleeds too much. And then here. Now, seems to me that that looks awful thick. However, to me it looks thick. To you, it may not. So I think I'm going to work with what I've got. And let's see if I can thicken these lines a little bit. I say thicken, I should have maybe said soften. So there's my 3 intersections. And then she talks about doing the coloring. So I am going to look up here again where she was at. Let's see. All right. So up here, I guess it really won't matter what color I use first, but I think I'm going to work with my blue first. And I'm going to color this largest section. Now this is another prompt. One of the other prompts was number 61, use crayons. So I chose to use crayons, and I actually had to borrow crayons because I didn't have any. So I borrowed crayons from my grandkids, and fortunately they had plenty. And I'm going to just color these in. Now, I don't think you need to watch me do this, so I'm going to put this on pause, and I'm going to finish coloring, and when I'm finished, I will bring you back, all right? Okay, so I'm back. I'm coloring my last little spot, and that's what I liked about her tutorial, is that she showed that you could color, you know, with the color wheel, 7 main colors here. And grateful to my grandkids that had crayons I could borrow. But I do remember doing this in school. Of course, you know, we didn't call it neurographic art. We called it just fun, making lines, squiggly lines everywhere, and then coloring them in. So that's where I am right now. So this is my page for neurographic art, and using crayon as my coloring, and I'm done. So I've got blue, violet, yellow, red, orange, indigo, and green. So those are the 7 colors I used, but like I said, decided to use crayons. So thanks for looking at this quick video that I could do, and appreciate you watching. Bye.